Hey everybody, Bohush here, the casual expert speaking for Fotodioxpro.com. And in this video, the main thing we want to do is to thank you, because we just received a note from YouTube saying that we've surpassed 10,000 subscribers. And that is because you watch these videos, you share them with your friends, and you let us know the kinds of videos that you want to see. When we started making these videos in earnest 4 years ago, we weren't sure where this was going to go. We really appreciate all the comments that we've received from you on our product videos, our how-to videos, our kooky experimental videos, and we have lots more to make. So thanks for getting us to 10,000 subscribers, and we've got a lot more to share with you. Now in this video, we want to just take a real breezy look at how it is we make these videos. We've gotten a ton of questions asking us the specifics on how we do this stuff. And we're about to make a move, actually. We're about to move to a new facility, so we're going to have a new studio space. So we want to kind of give you an idea of how we make things here and how we get a finished look in a very, very unfinished space. It's a little nutty making videos for you back here. So this is going to be kind of informal, like you're sitting here hanging out, and we're going to show you all the stuff we do. So let's start with the cameras that we use. Most of the videos, and there are hundreds of them on our YouTube channel, most of the videos we shot with this guy. This is the Canon T4i. This is now, I don't know, about a 4-year-old camera. APS-C HD camera, just using the kit lens 18-135. My favorite feature of this is the flip-out screen that you can turn towards yourself. So if I were shooting solo stuff, which I did a bunch, that's super handy. Or also if you're setting up like a tabletop, you can see what the camera sees. Super nice. I'm mad that all cameras don't do this. Although this camera does lack a headphone jack, and audio is super important to me. Not being able to monitor right out of the camera is a weird omission that Canon keeps doing. But we got by, we coped. But this guy has done a really nice job for us. Right now we're shooting with the Sony A7R II, I want to say. Beautiful camera. We also shoot some stuff with my Samsung NX1. So we do a little bit of 4K, but really this guy's got some life left in it, and we're going to keep using it for our videos. Now for a B camera, we will often shoot with this guy, which is the EOS M. And if you follow the channel, you know I talk about this camera just a little too much. It's cute and it's red, but the guts of this are pretty much the same as this camera. So when you're cutting between the two cameras in editing later, you can match the colors super easy. In fact, we often don't have to do anything. And this camera was also super cheap. I think I got this for like 250 bucks or something. So these have been a very nice A-B roll kind of camera setup, although we use all kinds of stuff here in the studio. Now the question we get most of all, by far, is how do we do our audio? Now right now we're just using a microphone that's mounted on the camera, which we practically never do. We just do that when we want to rove around with the camera, but it's rare that the best place for your camera is also the best place for your mic. The reason why our audio sounds so good is we use a very high-end lavalier microphone and the JuiceLink preamp. The JuiceLink preamp, this works with any camera. It's a little box. It's expensive. It is worth every penny. The thing is, preamps that are built into cameras are usually really crummy, meaning that you can plug a microphone directly into the camera, but the camera has to do the amplification and it adds a lot of noise and it just sounds terrible. What this preamp does is it will do the amplification first, and then what you're feeding into your camera via this little cable is a very clean signal with a lot of energy in it. So you don't have to use the preamps in the camera at all. And I use this with everything from these cameras to the Blackmagic camera, even to like high-end 4K cameras. For some reason, camera mic preamps are just always cheap and bad. So this thing takes care of that. It's also a three microphone mixer. So this is my Swiss Army knife. When you look at this, if you've never spent money on audio gear, you might blanch a little bit at it being expensive. This thing is a tank, and I plan on using this probably for the rest of my life. But once you've got your JuiceLink going, the microphone you plug in is important. And I've got the Sonotrim, what is this? The STR-BML-XL Plus, rolls right off the tongue. These are modified, I don't even want to say what they are, because I don't remember exactly. But these are compact lavalier microphones. They're slightly modified, very complete little kit. Also was fairly expensive. Like together, these things might have been like $1,000. You know, it's a little bit up there, right? But again, you keep this stuff for the rest of your life. I mean, I'm going to have this set up 10 cameras from now. And you know, you wouldn't put a cheap lens on your camera, right? You're gonna get bad results. Why would you have a cheap microphone when you're recording super important audio? But that's our number one question, and so yes, we're revealing it all. Sonotrim and Juice Link preamplifier. Okay, so let's talk about kind of our physical setup here. Now, because we're moving, I'm not wearing pants, I have shorts on. Don't get mad, okay? Anyway, some of you have mentioned, actually a bunch of you have mentioned the wobble in our table. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, it does wobble because it's like one of these picnic table kinds of things, and the tabletop is actually a shelf, a pair of shelves from IKEA. This is so that we can sort of change the surface quickly, but we could have, I'll admit it, we could have done better on the table, and we will. Chair, this is from my buddy who got a divorce and he couldn't stand to look at this furniture anymore. Sometimes you will see me take stuff and sort of move it off screen. It just disappears into the void. Oftentimes it's these things I got from a store going out of business. These were store displays for like surf gear and whatnot. And by the way, if you go into any Hollywood set or TV, you know, any set where they're making TV, it's often full of weirdo stuff like this. You know, not everything is store bought. There's a lot of improvisation, a lot of DIY when you're doing this kind of work. And that's important to us because here at Fotodiox, we like to think like those of you in the trenches. That's how we come up with some of our best solutions. Like, you know, hey, I've been in this shooting situation. What's a product that would help me here? Anyway, I'm going on and on. So we've got some seamless white paper. That's our generic background. Sometimes you'll see the brick wall. You know, we'll roll this away. And lighting-wise, we've got a bunch of these older kind of CFL lights. So these are fluorescent lights in here. And this is just because it's what we've got. We do use our flapjack lights a lot, usually on location. But for this kind of stuff, because we have to move really fast when we make these videos, you know, we have a full day full of office work. We don't just get to make videos all day. It's easier to just come back here, flip on a bunch of switches, and just turn on lots of soft light, including this one. This is, we don't sell this anymore. We actually used to sell this. I call this light Brutus, and it has like 20 what do you call those? CFL lights inside. This is like what you would use when you're like filming a car or something like that. And this guy, I mean, it's the size of a fridge. Super useful, super useful. But as you can see, you know, this is the back wall of a regular old warehouse, and this is where we make the magic happen. So if you've been kind of slowing yourself down from making the videos you want because your environment isn't exactly perfect, well, we've made hundreds of videos with this setup. And I bet you could find a corner of your garage or a basement or something like that to create the video you want to create. Share some of your techniques, some of your favorite lenses, some of your weirdo experiments. YouTube is all about that, you know, being informal, being fun, being breezy, and we hope we've brought that to you as well. An important thing, I should say, the most essential part of what makes these videos work is actually the guy holding the camera right now. Sean Anderson, you've seen him in some of these videos as well. I basically do a lot of blathering, and he does a lot of the editing to make me look good. And it's all Sean. You know, all of those hundreds of videos you see, all the nice graphics work in all the videos, that's all Sean. So next time you see him pop up in a video, maybe you want to say hi. So let me close by thanking you again for watching this video and all of our videos and helping us get to 10,000 plus subscribers. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for letting us know the kind of stuff that you want to see. Thank you for liking and even not liking our videos, because we learn a lot from either of those. Because obviously it's no good if we make videos nobody wants to see. So comment down below and let us know what you want to see next. More behind the scenes, more product previews, more sales just for you guys on YouTube. You let me know. We'll make the magic happen on our end. You don't have to comment on my impossibly huge selection of t-shirts, but you can if you want. Look, it's all about me thanking you, so thanks so very much for being with us. If you're not a subscriber, click right here to get in on the fun, and hey, thank you for watching.